Hi Walter, it's me, Patrick. In 2009, a short video appeared on YouTube with a simple title, Hi Walter, it's me, Patrick. Patrick sits in front of the camera smiling, excitedly telling his friend Walter that he finally went on a successful date with a woman named Melissa. Everything sounds like an ordinary vlog recorded after a good day. Then he casually mentions something strange. Melissa came back to his apartment, but she never actually wanted to. The smile on Patrick's face never changes. He talks about it as if nothing unusual has happened, making the conversation far more disturbing than if he had sounded angry or aggressive. People immediately started questioning whether the video was real. Some viewers searched for missing person cases involving a woman named Melissa, while others wondered if YouTube had accidentally become evidence in an actual kidnapping. But that wasn't the end of the story. More uploads appeared on the same channel. Instead of explaining Patrick's behavior, they expanded it. Each new video revealed another piece of the story, convincing even more viewers that the situation might be real. Then the creator finally stepped forward. The entire channel turned out to be a fictional horror series designed to imitate an ordinary YouTube vlog. The awkward acting, cheap camera quality, and casual delivery were all intentional. Even after that reveal, many people admitted the video still felt uncomfortable to watch. Because the scariest part was never the story itself. It was how normal Patrick seemed while telling it. No through Road 4. Friends decide to record a late-night drive for YouTube. Nothing unusual, just a camera, an empty road, and a few jokes between friends. The video is called No Through Road. For the first few minutes, everything feels completely normal. They reach a dead-end road, laugh about taking the wrong turn, and simply decide to drive back the way they came. Then something strange happens. They pass the exact same road sign again. At first they assume they're just lost, but a few moments later, the same sign appears again. No matter which direction they choose, they somehow end up in the exact same place. The mood inside the car changes almost instantly. The jokes stop. Everyone becomes quieter. Instead of trying to entertain the camera, they're now trying to figure out why the road never seems to end. Then they notice they're no longer alone. A car appears behind them. It doesn't overtake. It doesn't turn away. It just keeps following them through the empty roads. When the video reached YouTube, many viewers believed they were watching genuine found footage, but the mystery only became bigger. Instead of explaining what happened, the channel uploaded another video, then another. Every sequel introduced new clues, different timelines, and details that connected back to the original upload. Viewers began rewatching every scene, convinced they had missed something important. Eventually, the creator revealed the truth. No Through Road was never a real incident. It was a fictional horror series created by filmmaker Stephen Chamberlain, carefully made to look like an ordinary home video slowly turning into something impossible. Even after people learned it wasn't real, the videos never lost their reputation because they take one everyday situation, getting lost on a quiet road, and make you wonder if turning around is ever enough to escape. Rubber Johnny. In 2005, a strange video called Rubber Johnny appeared online. It doesn't begin with a story. It doesn't explain anything. A pale, human-like figure sits alone in a dark room while someone behind the camera tries to speak to it. For a few seconds, nothing really happens. Then the figure suddenly starts moving. Its body bends into impossible positions, its face twists unnaturally, and the video rapidly cuts between flashing lights, loud music, and distorted close-ups that are difficult to process. The longer people watched, the less they understood what they were looking at. Some viewers believed it was a real person with a severe medical condition. Others thought the footage had been secretly recorded inside a laboratory. A few even claimed the flashing edits were hiding subliminal messages or hidden frames. Instead of ignoring the video, people started analyzing it. They slowed it down frame by frame, searched for clues in the background, and debated whether the movements were physically possible or created with visual effects. Then the creator's identity was discovered. Rubber Johnny was an experimental short film directed by Chris Cunningham, with music produced by Aphex Twin. The disturbing appearance wasn't created with CGI. It relied mostly on prosthetic makeup, practical effects, unusual camera work, and carefully planned editing to make the human body look impossible. But even after learning how it was made, one question never really disappeared. Why does it still feel so disturbing? Maybe because Rubber Johnny never gives the viewer enough information to feel comfortable. And sometimes, the things we can't fully explain stay with us far longer than the ones we can. Salad Fingers. Back in 2004, a strange animated series quietly appeared on the internet. It was called Salad Fingers. The main character doesn't look threatening. He speaks softly, smiles politely, and spends most of his time collecting rusty objects or talking to the things around him. At first, it almost feels harmless, but the longer each episode continues, the stranger everything becomes. Salad Fingers holds conversations with puppets that never respond. He describes disturbing situations as if they're completely normal, and the empty world around him raises one obvious question. Where is everyone else? That question led to years of speculation. Some viewers believed he was living after a nuclear disaster. Others thought every character existed only inside his imagination. A few even argued that each episode represented a different mental illness, but none of those theories were ever confirmed. The series was created by British animator David Firth, who intentionally refused to explain what any of it meant. Instead, every new episode introduced even stranger situations, giving viewers more questions instead of answers. More than 20 years later, people still debate what Salad Fingers is actually about, not because the creator hid one secret answer, but because he never wanted there to be one. Charlie Bit My Finger. On May 22, 2007, a father uploaded a short home video of his two young sons. He probably never expected anyone outside his family to watch it. The video was called Charlie Bit My Finger. It shows baby Charlie biting his older brother Harry's finger. Harry laughs at first, then suddenly cries out in pain, creating one of the most recognizable moments in YouTube history. Within months, the clip was everywhere. Television shows, commercials, news reports, memes, and reaction videos all helped turn it into one of the first truly global viral videos. But the fame brought unexpected changes. The family suddenly found themselves recognized around the world, and a private home video became something millions of strangers felt connected to. Years later, another surprise came. The original video was sold as an NFT and briefly disappeared from YouTube, leading many people to believe it had been deleted forever. It was eventually restored, but by then it had already become part of internet history. Today, Charlie Bit My Finger isn't remembered because of what happened in the video. It's remembered because it proved that sometimes the biggest viral videos are the ones nobody ever planned to make. David After Dentist. On January 31st, 2009, a father uploaded a short video of his son after a routine dentist appointment. The title was simple: David After Dentist. Still under the effects of anesthesia, 7-year-old David sits in the back seat looking around in complete confusion. He asks random questions, struggles to understand what's happening, and eventually says the line that millions of people still remember today. Is this real life? Within days, the clip spread across the internet. It was shared on television, featured in countless compilations, and quickly became one of YouTube's biggest viral videos. But as the views kept climbing, a different conversation began. Some people felt the video was harmless and genuinely funny. Others questioned whether a child should be filmed and uploaded while he was still recovering from anesthesia and unable to fully understand the situation. The family later responded to the attention. They explained that the recording was simply meant to capture a funny family moment and that they never expected it to become one of the internet's most famous videos. Over the years, they continued posting updates, showing that David was perfectly fine. Today, David After Dentist is remembered for more than just one viral quote. It also became one of the first videos to start a much bigger discussion about where the line should be between sharing a family memory and turning it into entertainment for millions of strangers.